Hey guys, Hitman23. How you all doing? It's Saturday night, February 23rd. And I could tell you this. Today was one of the greatest days. I had such an awesome day today. Did some really cool stuff, which I'm going to talk about right now. So there was a card show today up in Venice, Florida. It's like a spring training type of spectacular type show, and we had planned to meet up a bunch of YouTubers there, and lo and behold, make a long story short, a lot of people just weren't available this weekend. People had other things going on, personal things, and other commitments that they weren't able to make it. So it wound up being myself and Mr. Fisherbike and Liam and, Liam's mom and dad. We met up at the show. Great little hotel up in Venice. Nice room. I got there around 9:45 this morning. And we started walking around the show. And, it was a very... I think it's a very well-attended show. It was, fairly busy, lots of vintage, and just lots of good action going on. And then later on, there was a big event at the LCS that Liam, Junior Baseball Fanatic 12, works at. And his mom works there as well. It's basically, I would say, maybe a mile from where the show was. And they're having the Topps rip celebration where, you go in and rip packs and do all sorts of fun stuff, that's that Topps runs. And Blue Breaks is a store that that was having this celebration. And they were one of 21 stores across the country, hobby stores, card stores across the country that were chosen to get an athlete to appear there during the rip. And lo and behold, they were a lucky draw, and they got Ronald Acuna Jr. to come to their store. So that was going to happen around 1 o'clock, and we were like, yeah, let's go. We definitely want to be involved with that. It sounds like obviously a cool thing. He was going to be available to take photos, supposedly no autographs, but we're going to put that on the back burner just for a quick second and go back to the show for a sec. So we're walking the floor, and we're looking at stuff, and we're just talking and catching up. And we get to a corner section of the show, and who was at this table was Denny McClain. And he was signing autographs. He was signing his book and that sort of stuff. It was pretty cool. And when we first went up to the table, because we all kind of went to the table together, he was talking to somebody else, another patron of the show, and we were talking to the guy who was kind of running his table and kind of like, I don't know if he was his handler. I don't want to say handler. But he was kind of running the business part of the table and, explaining what the cost was for the different, autographs and everything. And if you bought a certain amount, you could get, certain things for free or whatever, which is cool. And he was, funny guy. We're talking. And it got to the point where this lady left, and then we kind of went up to him, and we all introduced ourselves to him. And let me tell you, it was one of the coolest experiences I've ever had at a card show. Denny was so cool, down to earth, and just loved to talk. And I'm sure you're going to see it on Mr. Fisherbike's channel, and I'm sure you're going to see it on Liam's channel, parts of the conversations we were having. And this is also, what I'm going to tell you now is also going to be part of, I'm going to extrapolate over to the event later in the day with Ronald Acuna. So I decided not to record any of it. I decided not to record any of the show either. I was thinking because, Orlando wasn't going to be there. Maybe I would just take his mantle today and kind of do a video, a video recording of the show and all that stuff. But I've come to realize that for me and my channel, that's not where it's at for me. And I love the fact that Orlando and Sammy Thunder do those. Those are great. That's awesome. But for me, I'm to that point where I don't want to always look at things and always make my content like primary to what I'm doing. I want to enjoy things organically. I don't necessarily want to view it through my phone or a lens and do that. So I decided I'm not going to take any footage of the show, and I didn't take any footage of Denny McClain, and I'm okay with that. I got to actually sit there and really enjoy his conversation, and he was really talking to Liam and talking to him about pitching and just the whole 9 yards. He was giving us a great story of when he was in high school, and he played football against Dick Butkus, and just really, really cool stories. And it was just an absolute awesome part of my day. All right. And then we went around the rest we walked the rest of the floor, and didn't really pick up much at the show today. I usually have my budget, and I didn't really spend hardly any of my budget at the show. And it was, moving on a little bit later to the later part of the morning, and Liam had said, hey, listen, we should probably get over to the store. Ronald Acuna Jr. is going to be there by 1 o'clock. So we said, okay, cool. So I took off with Liam and followed them over to the store, and I think Mr. Fisherbike stayed back a little bit longer at the show and then met us over there later. And we got back to the store, which is literally like 5 minutes up the road. And we were waiting outside. And I don't know, we were outside for maybe 15 minutes at the max. And then Liam and had come out of the store and, had me go into the store. This is prior to Ronald Acuna Jr. getting there, and he was showing me, and him and Joe were showing me the expansion of the store, because they took out the store next door and expanded, like double sizing the store, which is fantastic. It's a great store. So if you're ever in Florida, definitely check out Blue Breaks on 41 in Venice, Florida. It's a fantastic, really, really cool store. It's very inviting, very homey feeling. They have really a lot of cool stuff, great pricing. Jonathan, the owner, is a really cool dude and just does a lot. He does a lot for the card community and for collectors, right? So to make a long story short, Ronald Acuna shows up. I videoed the arrival in his car, and I'm going to attach it at the end of this video so you can see. It's not the greatest footage. And I did a little bit inside when he came in. It's not the greatest footage because I'm trying to hold different things. I'm trying to, hold up my phone. I'm really trying to enjoy the moment. And I didn't get good quality material. And I'm gonna show you the material. And at that point I was just like, yeah, I don't want to record it. I want to enjoy it. I want to enjoy what's happening in front of me without looking through the phone or a lens. I really wanted to enjoy it. Plus, there were a lot of kids there. I was trying to get the kids to move up front so they could get closer, and it was a cool little experience. Unfortunately, when he showed up, one thing I did notice, he was in his phone a lot, which kind of was like a little off-putting for me. But it is what it is. I know there is a language barrier, which that is what it is as well. I mean, he wasn't being standoffish, and he was saying hi and making some eye contact with the people that were there. But I did also notice he was down on his phone a lot. And what part of the thing was is that we got packs of cards. We got a pack of, everybody got a pack of 2017 Heritage Minors. And we were going to open it all together. And whoever got an Acuna card, that's his first card, we could go up there and, shake his hand and get a picture, and he would sign the card, which he actually did some autographs. Make a long story short, we did a couple of those breaks with packs. It was fun. And he was signing for kids that had pulled his cards. And within 15 minutes, he gets up and he walks out. And we're all kind of like, oh, where's he going? He's going outside to get a breath of fresh air. And I looked over to Joe O'Reilly and I said, oh, okay, maybe he's taking a break. And all of a sudden you hear the car start. And pulls away, and Joe's like, I don't think he's coming back. So we were told that he was not feeling well and he had to leave. It was, I guess it was a little disappointing, especially for, the kids that were there. And I know Jonathan, the owner, was disappointed because this was a big deal. Like, this was on Tops, like on their website, and like this is like a big national deal. So I think he felt a little, a little upset by that, and I don't blame him because it's his business, and it was kind of like planned out, and people get here by this time. So it was a little odd, but it was it is what it is, and was what it was. But they were able to rectify, and I'm sure Liam, again, is going to show you on his channel. They were able to get Michael Harris Jr. to come. I'd had left by that time. It was getting a little later in the day, and I had to get home. But it was an awesome day. I spent more time in the store than I did at the show, and it was great because me and Jason and Liam, we were busting boxes, and we were talking to different people in the store. There were strangers that were hanging out with us at our table. We were opening packs, looking at what everybody got. It was just a fun, awesome time. I had a great time. I loved spending the time in that store. If that store was by me, I would be in that store every day, hanging out and just talking. So I know I'm getting super long-winded, but I really had an awesome time, and I just wanted to thank Liam and Joe and Chandra and Jonathan up at Blue Breaks for having us in the store and being part of that. It was really cool. And it was great seeing Mr. Fisherbike. I hadn't seen him in a while, so it was awesome seeing him there and hanging out for a good portion of the day. So that's kind of where I'm at, and I've kind of like come to that conclusion that I'm here. My videos or my content is really more me showing my stuff that I get and kind of doing that. I'm not much of an on-site, let me videotape everything and put it on my channel. I'll leave that to the experts and the people who are good at that kind of thing. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. So as for pickups, I haven't done a pickup video in about a week or so. I'd gotten some stuff through the mail in the last week. I got some stuff at the show. I got some stuff at the store today. So I will show you what I picked up, what's been coming through the house here. So the first thing I'm going to show you is something I got last week, and I had showed you one of these prior. I think I showed you this about 2 weeks ago, but I got a second version, a different volume. I picked up another one of these Legends memorabilia catalogs, and it's the Bo Jackson cover, and I have the Don Mattingly cover. This is Volume 3, Number 2 for the summer of 1990. I have Volume 3, Number 3 for the fall of 1990. So I really, really dig these a lot. And this has different articles in here. The big cover story is, Bo Jackson, which is really cool. So I'll definitely check that out. There actually is a little bit more about cards in this volume than was in the previous volume. And if I take it to the back here, I will show you. They talk about, the 62 Topps football set. So there is a little more card-centric stuff in this volume compared to the other volume. Still normal, the price guide is all, more memorabilia and statues and plates and stuff like that. But there is some cool stuff on cards here. And just wanted to show you that. So really cool cover. And it's, again, has the intact cards, different than the Mattingly. So this has a couple Hall of Famers at the top. You have, Jim Palmer and Joe Morgan, and then the two Bows, football and baseball. Nolan Ryan. Who else is on here? Tony Gwynn. So all baseball in this one. And in the back here, we have a Joe Montana, a Wayne Gretzky, and a Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. So not bad. Some of the GOATs. And I just think it's a cool product and nice little piece to add to the collection. I'm really starting to get into the periodicals and magazines and stuff a little more. At the show today, I picked up this cool little book for $10. And it's nothing crazy, but it just caught my eye. I think it's kind of a cool little piece. It's the Hall of Fame baseball cards by Birch Sugar. So this is made in copyright 1978. And inside is reprints of, all different sorts of tobacco cards, pre-war stuff, and just cool little, little things like that. And I just thought it would be a nice piece to add to the collection. We got some Cracker Jack reprints. We got some, play ball and different Goudies. So you got all the classics in here. And I found it interesting that on some of the pages, now these cards are perforated, so you can pop them all out, which I am not doing. I'm leaving the book intact. But they kind of messed up. Like on this page right here, the perforations are like here. So if you were to pop these out, the cards wouldn't be, they would be all miscut. So I found that kind of interesting. They goofed up on it. But I think it's a cool little piece. It's just really all reprints. There's not much in terms of text. And the last bit of cards are some, some 50s and 60s cards here, tops. Really the only text is on the inside and cover in the back, and the inside cover of the front, kind of in the introduction. The rest is all cards. So I thought for $10 that was definitely a worthwhile pickup. And there's the back. Picked up this really cool, this is a large Slurpee disc of Don Mattingly. Liam had found that for me. I did not have that one in the collection, so added that beauty to the collection. So that's very cool. I think I paid $10 for that, so not bad. The only regular card, I don't even know it's an insert, I picked up this really nice 69 Deckle Edge Pete Rose for the set build, so I got that. That's really cool. Random, item, pack of 96 Fleer baseball for my unopened PC. So I didn't have one of those, so I picked one of those up. I think it was like $1.50. So we go for the unopened PC. Got that. And the last thing I picked up at the show was this full set of the M&M's cards. Got all 24 cards. So all 12 panels. And there is a Mattingly in here. Right there with the Gary. I already had that one. I didn't buy it for that. I just bought it because, it's the full set. And again, like the weird and the sublime. So now I'll pop those in a nice four-pocket. Pop those in a nice four-pocket pages and put them in a binder and have the whole set. Just, again, very cool. $5, right? $5 for that little set. So, again, no-brainer. And that's all I picked up at the show. So it was, didn't expect not to spend as much time at the show today. And I'm okay with it because I had an awesome day. It was great. I'm actually trying to maybe minimize my appearances at shows for the next few months because I'm really excited for the National. I got my plane ticket. I got my room set. I got my ticket for the National. So I am there. I'm going. I cannot wait to see everybody there and do the National thing. So that's that. Other pickups, Liam was really kind, and he gave me a couple of these Bowman Best cards. I got a Oswaldo Cabrera and an Oswald Peraza rookie card from Liam. He was hooking me up with that. Really nice, those two nice pieces. And then Mr. Fisherbike hooked me up with this really nice Clark Schmidt auto from Gypsy Queen. So that's very cool. Another auto to add to the Yankee PC. So thank you, gentlemen. Very much appreciated. And then I think last but not least, a few things I picked up in the mail the last week or so. Picked up this 1977 Topps Jim Bakken for the one franchise player PC I'm doing in football. Love these 70s Topps cards. The 76s, the 77s. Love all those. So I've been, scratching the itch there a little bit. Picking more of those up. Another player, franchise-wise, John Hanna, maybe one of the best offensive guards ever to play, right? He was a Patriot. And so we got the 75. We got the 79. We got the 80. That's the 81. We got the 82. We got the 85 and the 86. He was like an all-pro like almost every year of his career. Save for maybe the first couple. He was a really amazing offensive lineman. And I got the 75 Jim Bakken. And then we got this randomness. Why is Mike showing that card? Remember another PC I'm working on? TV appearances. Does anybody remember what TV show Ed Marinero starred in the 80s? A very popular TV show. I think it started probably I think it came out in 1980. It was set in Chicago, and it was a police drama. He played Joe Coffey, Officer Joe Coffey. And if you remember the show Hill Street Blues, you remember Ed Marinero in Hill Street Blues. So I got his, that's his 77 Topps card. And keep picking at those little by little. So a little interesting tidbit there. He had played for the Vikings previously. As you can see, he was a running back. And he had a nice career on Hill Street Blues. And then the last piece is one of my PSA set registry pickups. I picked up this nice, solid 1983 Al Oliver. And, again, slowly chipping away at completing that PSA run. So, oh, yeah, one last piece I got. One last kind of, not big, but kind of, not bulky, but I picked up, I think I'm going to start, I'm going to give Dean Gerhardt a run for his money. I'm starting to collect everything now, and it's like, whoa! I picked up the 1984 Topps hockey set. So, always loved this set. I think it's a great-looking set. Very reminiscent to the 83 Topps baseball. You could see here that Topps was kind of running with the same type of design, right? So, this set has got the Stevie Yzerman rookie. It's got, of course, the Wayne Gretzky, and it's got the Pat LaFontaine rookie. So it's a really nice set, solid. Got some good Hall of Famers, solid stars. It's a 165 card set, so it's a small set. And it'll be cool because if I complete the 1984 football set, then I'll have all three 84 top sets. Football, baseball, hockey. There were no Topps basketball in 1984. So I think that's kind of a nice little project. So the 1984 Topps hockey set. Very cool pickup there. And that's it, guys. So everybody enjoy your collections. And catch you at the next video. At the end of this video, you'll see the little bits that I did with the Ronald Acuna Jr. appearance today at Blue Breaks. So bear with it. It's quick, not too much, but you'll see what I'm saying. And I'm just going to stick to these types of videos, and that's it. All right, may the cardboard God shine down upon each and every one of you. I will catch you guys at the next video, and everybody take care and stay safe. All right, Joe Coffey, take us out tonight there. All right, peeps, later. Here at Blue Breaks, and this is a Topps Rip Day, and we're going to see Ronald Acuna Jr. here with Mr. Fisherbike over there, and Liam, and Liam's dad. Liam had told us that for the break, the only 21 card shops in the country got athletes. Yeah! Woo! So this is one of the 21 stores in the United States that were able to get an athlete, and they so happened to get Ronald Acuna Jr., 2023 NL MVP. And that's a pretty sweet ride. That tire's worth more than my car. He gets VIP parking. Did that back tire just turn?
Oh yeah. Yeah, they.
That is pretty sick.
Can't really mess up back in any car.
No, not with like all.
Especially with that car.
That's the greatest parking job ever taken on film. Hey! Woo! MVP! 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 Woo!
You're okay.
There we go. Grab a pack. Do not open yet.
Do not open yet.
Do not open yet.
Do
Grab
not
a
open
pack.
yet.
Do not open yet.
Who needs the bag? Who needs the bag?
Yep.
Who else? Anybody else?
Do not open yet.
Alright, you've all got 2017 Heritage Minor League. So, Mr. Acuna's first card. Everybody, all at the same time. Here we go, I got you.